Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Lost Flotilla. Today's beverage is a very hydrating and quite soothing cranberry juice with a hint of lime. So welcome back to Airships Lost Flotilla. In a previous video we were playing as the Exterminator, and it is basically the bad armoured beetle bug. It's got 13 HP, 1 armour, -1 boarding damage, which did come in handy, and it's got flamethrowers, and we basically just went, you know what, we're just going to fire and forget. We're going to get rid of all accuracy, but just get more damage, more fire rate, that sort of thing. And it worked out right until it didn't. More pilot error than I think anything else, as is usually the case. We did get onto wave 10, but we didn't complete it, so I don't know if we class that as a success or not. I've said previously, if we get to wave 10, then it's, we can say it's not a total failure. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed playing that little vessel. It's yeah, it's a tough cookie. It's yeah, like I say, pretty fun. I didn't get on with it when I originally played it when it came out with the game. So yeah, it's always good to revisit things and find out what the deal is. In this one, well, speaking of revisit, I do eventually, and will be sooner rather than later, revisiting the carrier. But there is maybe one other vessel that we've not really used in anger, and that's the gunboat. So 9 HP, so very, very low. In fact, apart from the planes, it's probably the least of anything. So 6, 7, and yeah, it's got I mean, even the torpedo boat's got 8 health, but it's got 1 armor. But gunboat, 9 HP, 420 speed, so fairly fast, decent turn rate at 350 degrees per second. It's got a Gatling gun and plus 30% reload speed. So all about that reload speed. We have played another vessel that also has extra reload speed, if I can find it. There you go, the Clockwork Cruiser, which we did get to wave 20, and sadly didn't manage to finish it off. But yeah, let's see about then playing as the gunboat, and what sort of captain do we want to go with? I'm very tempted with Zothula. You become vulnerable and all enemies become vulnerable. I mean, this thing's already vulnerable anyway, so we're just sort of doubling down on that one, but having all enemies vulnerable and a fast fire rate, it might work, it might not. The fun's in finding out. Let's go medium, and let's see how we get on. So we are obviously vulnerable, but so is the enemy, so have to see what we can do here. And already this is feeling like a bit of a mistake with the whole everything's vulnerable type of thing. We're definitely gonna have to pick our fights. In the previous run, admittedly, I think it was probably the most sort of difficult fights we've had, not just because of the vessel and my inexperience with it, but mainly the fights were either hard or very hard, like as in noted by the game. So yeah, that's why we probably didn't get past say wave 10. This thing is like I say, nice and maneuverable, which is pretty good. In terms of weapons, obviously we've got this minigun here. Not too sure what else to arm it with. I mean, I'm tempted for something like a aerial torpedo or anything that can take advantage of a very high rate of fire. I mean, we could again double down on getting another minigun, but I'm not too sure if that is the way forward because of the range mainly. Anyway, 80 enemies destroyed, so that's pretty good. We've been offered a deck gun and a cannon. Not really for me, but we'll move on from that. We have resilience, plus 10 HP and minus 20% stunned chance. Not too bad at all. Ambition pills, we took those in the previous run. I'm not going to go with this one here because it's reduction accuracy, and yeah, I don't think we really need to go for that one. An enemy becomes vulnerable every 2.6 seconds. Don't need that because of our captain here. To be honest, there's nothing I really want. Engineering training is always useful, or extra repair speed and reduction in the weapon upgrade cost. Extra HP is always good, and reduction in stun chance is fine as well. Yeah, I'll pick that one up. We'll go to next wave. So we've got a couple of fights here. We've got flying crabs, which is, yeah, another very hard fight. I'm going to have to pick my fights on this one, more so than other times. I'm just looking around just for the sort of the run through and seeing if we can level up with any one particular faction. There's Clockwork Cubes, got samples for Mad Scientists, but they'll set you on fire. We really don't need that. I think I'm going to go with Flying crabs is not a ideal one. Law and Order with pirates, and then another Law and Order with there. I think I am going to actually go with giant bees and then down to pirates, because we'll get some money. It's an easy fight, and then pirates is Law and Order, and then cultists another Law and Order. So leveling up in that, and hopefully we'll get some help as we progress on, because I think we will desperately need that. Anyway, so another fight with these bees here. So you can see there's little markers. I always look at them and think, like, is that little, like, sticks or something, or little lightning bolts? It's yeah, it's basically the vulnerability, and we're bleeding off vulnerability as we progress on as well. Yeah, the maneuverability is fairly decent on this, so that's all good. Obviously, we can outmaneuver these guys without any problems at all, and this is an easy fight. So unless I totally mess it up, I'm not too worried about any particular loss on this on wave 2, but let's see. Let's grab all that, and we'll come down and drive straight into the heart of them. I just wanted to see what would happen if we just drive straight at them. Like, can we take them out? Are they so vulnerable that, like, it's not a problem for us just to fly straight at them? I don't think it is at this stage anyway. And grab that, and there we go. Yeah, not much pickup there at all, but yeah, reward is 60 generic units of currency. So we do have a couple of things. We've got a bombard, we've got a lightning field. Bombard's not terrible. The range is all right actually as well. Volatile explosives, which is minus 10% reload speed, plus 20% explosion radius, and ignite chance. Don't really need that anyway. Reduction in speed with the scavenger nets, but plus 70 gather range. Extra speed with engine tune-up. We don't need that with this thing. What we can do is pick up an upgrade for the Gatling gun. We've got plus, what was it? It's 210 for water-cooled Gatling gun, which is continuous fire, so it doesn't reload. But to be fair, we've got extra reload speed anyway, so that's probably pointless. Go for a heavy Gatling gun with just more damage. Yeah, it feels like that's the way forward. I'll stick with just the one gun for now. I don't think I need to pick anything else there. There's gunnery training, which is extra reload speed. I will lock that. I don't have enough experience. It's 159, and I've only got 75, so we'll do that, and then we'll go back down to pirates here. So 150 experience, and then plus Law and Order reputation bonus, so we'll do that. And yeah, let's just see how we get on. Right, there you go. So we do have some ranged units here, so that could, oh, there you go. There's the reload that you might have saw, but not too much of an issue. Yeah, they've reloaded, and we've been hit. The first hit of the run, so that was one hit, and it took a third of our HP. Because guess what, this thing does not have armor. In fact, we are vulnerable, so yes, we will take more damage. So I just need to bait the shots out there and fly into those guys. Definitely want to be probably taking on things that are more... Just managed to dodge that shot there. I was pretty happy with that, truth be told. More luck than judgment, as I've mentioned, though. Yeah, let's just spin around here. I do think that we should not go into a minefield, and more news at 11. Yeah, what we'll probably do is try and avoid any sort of faction or enemy that has copious amounts of range. So certainly that there was fine. And oh, there's an aerial torpedo. I mean, if there's an aerial torpedo getting put on the table, then I'm going to pick it up, aren't I? I haven't had that for a while. Extra reload speed and accuracy. Let's go for that one, because why not? And there's overloaded weapons, which is minus 50% reload speed. No, I think we're just going to double down on the whole reload speed. And I think that'll be about it. What else have we got for upgrades for the heavy Gatling gun? It's 840 for the next upgrade. Armor piercing, shots pierce to enemies, that can be quite useful. And rotary cannon, more damage, lower reload speed. Maybe, but we've already got 136% reload speed anyway, so I mean, do we need it? The extra damage is good. Just doing more damage is good, but piercing? I don't know. Piercing with all enemies vulnerable, that might accumulate to be a lot of damage. Anyway, I think we'll go next wave on that one, and then we're going to go over to cultists. Then after that, sadly, it's wreckers, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but it does bring us Navy corvettes, because it's +1 Law and Order again. We are really stacking the whole Law and Order thing. Now, obviously, we now have at least a better amount of weapon. Well, more, we have more weapon now. We have the aerial torpedo, and that enemy on the left is vulnerable, and we can get hit and be half damaged. Wow, we're definitely playing. I mean, this is not even on a hard mode, but this is definitely. It's a double-edged sword. The whole all enemies are vulnerable, and so are you. Yeah, we'll see. We're just gonna have to let the. We'll let the aerial torpedo do its work, because obviously reload speed, it's just going to keep sending it. And you can see that's now armed, and I just don't want to go anywhere near. I don't want to go anywhere near the... that's been reloaded now. The sort of static structure things. I really don't want to, like say... I mean, I got hit once and it was half health, so... Yeah, we really don't need that in our lives, but we can probably take these guys out without any... great incident, and that's a decent pickup there, and there you go. So, job done, and we have repair speed, weapon upgrade cost, ballistics, don't really want any of these. Laboratory, which is a module, we've only got one module slot, which has just occurred to me actually. But yeah, I don't think we need any of that. I'm just going to have a cheeky refresh. Munitions training, which is extra damage, all decent. Stealth, minus 20% hit radius. It's already really, really good anyway. I'd like a doctrine. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to actually go pick that up and see what happens. Propellers, we really don't need any more extra speed on this thing. I think we'll go next wave, and well, we'll have to take on the wreckers. Then after that, it's Sky Jungle, which is a hard fight, and then after that, it's probably go down to pirates maybe, or wreckers again. Very hard. Maybe not. Anyway, wreckers. So we have ourselves a couple of helpers out, so that's all good. So we're going to let them do some of the heavy lifting on this one, although the range on the Gatling gun is actually not bad now, and you can see the torpedoes firing away, and that's a bomb. There we go, stay away from that one. Muzzle velocity on those things are not very good. I'm happy to get close to these guys here. One with the melee and stuff, but not those ones. There you go. So we got hit, didn't go on fire. I thought we went on fire with those, but we did manage to take them out anyways. That's all good. Where are we on? We're on 30 seconds remaining. A couple of bit more melee guys coming in, and torpedoes firing down. Torpedo with high reload speed. Who knew? It would be really good. And there you go. And oh wow, okay, the allies really helped out on that little bit. So we'll just pick all this up and see what's over here. Another couple of melee ones, so that's all fine. I say melee. Don't know if that's the correct term. The ones that have the big saws on the front, like these ones here, which we can happily drive at and get hit a couple of times, but there you go. So back to this one. There is a gun skyboat armed with a deck gun. That's pretty good at 200. We can, however, get an aerial torpedo upgrade. Faster reload and guidance system. It's going to be the faster reload, isn't it? And we're just going to just keep firing and firing and firing. Probably would want chemistry, but for 150 and only 10% on each, I don't know if that's going to be... Don't think that's going to be us. No. Not going to go with engineering training. I've locked up the gun skyboat. Do I want to pick up munitions training? It's 300 and only 10% extra damage, but... yeah, go for it, why not? We'll go next wave, and then it's Sky Jungle, which is a hard fight, which is not something I'm a big fan of, but we do have some allies on this, and wow, okay, so we managed to take out a lot of the stuff around here. This is where we've got these horrible mine-layery type things. Other noises of surprise are also available, and we're reloading here. We are getting completely surrounded. I really don't like the Sky Jungle with this thing, but we'll do what we can, and we're on 3 HP. This doesn't feel like it's going to be very good. Can I just thread it through there? I can. We'll go over to this bit here and let the range do its work. 20 seconds left. Right, can I get through here, or do I even need to, is the question. I don't think I do, but I'm on 2 HP. Looks like our ally is dealing with stuff over here and doing quite well. 10 seconds left, so I'm just in total utter survival mode now. We just need to not get destroyed, and yeah, that was tougher than I had any right to be. Okay, so We do have a guided missile, but we're full on weapons now. We've got Doctrine Fire and Maneuver, plus 1% reload speed per 2% turn speed increase. We don't have turn speed increase. And I don't think we really need it. I mean, I would like to get the extra reload speed. But, you know, I'm definitely picking up that gun skyboat. And then I'm going to have a refresh, because I'm not really feeling this doctrine. Stand your ground, 300 experience, when stopped, 40% reload speed. It's going to go wrong. I know it's going to go wrong. I'll just acknowledge it now. We're probably going too far on this, but yeah, it is really fun. Oh, good grief. So we got a very hard fight up here, or we go down for pirates. After that, it's another sky jungle. But then we've got pirate. I'm going to go down for the hard fight. I can't take another very hard fight. It's wreckers as well. And after that's foreign scouts, which is very, very ranged. Whereas if we go with pirates, we're going to get +1 with nomads. Don't really care about that one. But after that, it's another pirates again, then more pirates. And it's all plus on law and order. So we're really going down, and we can definitely stay away from that sky jungle. That can go and do its own thing. Anyway, let's just sit here. And obviously I'm not moving, so we've got extra fire rate. But the problem is that basically you can see that the aerial torpedo it's really going for it, which is good. The issue with that is, though, it's not getting, because it's ranged. It's firing really fast, which is fun, but it's not really. I was going to say not really doing the job. Most things dead there, because of the ranged stuff. It's already moved out of the area, so you can pick up. Obviously, we went with whoa, yeah, like we don't want any part of that in our lives. Lots of shots coming up from that one. Yeah, you can pick up, which what we've done, the extra fire rate, because, you know, with the meme in it at this point. But you can also get guided as well, and guided is really, really good. Let's just do that and stay away from all those guys. Actually, by the time we turn around, they're probably dead, and we've got enough HP to survive the rest of that. And there we go. Okay, let's see then. We can pick up a flame skyboat, sets enemies on fire. Do we need that? I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Why not? Right, so civilian crews, reduction in escort cost, an upgrade. Should have picked that up before buying that if I was going to get that one. Refresh. Oh, there's a mercenary corvette. Okay. I guess we'll next wave that, and then it's pirates again. So +1 law and order. So we're really helping out the well, we are the law essentially, aren't we, at this point? And these guys are, yeah, have our assistance. More shots though from these things, as well as the mines. You can see the miners, we've already been hit there, and that's made us lose 1/3 of our health. So I don't mind going towards these hordes, because, well, for a start, we've got 2 of our own escorts. We've got our own allies as well, 2 of. These guys I really don't want no part of. But yeah, 2 escorts, 2 allies, minigun, lots of explosions because of our highly fast and capable torpedo system. And where are we on? We're on 15 seconds left. Let's just sit here and let the whole extra 5% fire rate do its thing. I'm going to pick up this bit, come down here, do a couple of donuts, and then that should be pretty much it. Yeah, okay. Right, heavy armor, reduction in speed, extra ram damage. No. Scavenger skyboat, all good. Minus 50% reload speed for sharpshooter training. Stun enemies are also vulnerable. If it was the other way around, I might have considered it, but not for that. We do have an alchemist module. We've only got 1 module here, but that would be 15% explosion radius and explosion damage. Obviously, we do have an aerial torpedo. I don't know. Is that all right? We can probably then upgrade it. Yeah, maybe. We'll give it a go. I'm going to refresh that. And when stopped, extra repair speed and firefighting speed. I will pick that up as well. That's the hull walk training, because when we're stopped, we also get reload speed. So basically, if we stop, we're going to repair faster, we're going to fire faster, we're going to put out fires, hopefully faster. More pirates here, so it's just what's on the cards for this run here. And this is wave 9. We have been hit already, so that's never a good sign. Obviously, this thing's got no armor. It's got very little HP, so we have to be very conscious of that. I mean, we can just stop, and that'll then increase the repair. It's not these little things that are the problem. It's the ones that fire at range, and I did mention that right at the start, that it's the range things that I think is going to be the big problem, because you can see these hard ones coming in at the top, and well, just not a problem. Not really a problem, but the range ones, well, yeah, the opposite of that. I'm worried about things like the Sky Guard, and if we ever come across that again, there's no way we can get around it. Let's just get away from all those on the right. Let our allies and our escorts deal with it, and then maybe come in here for the last pick up. Wow, that was a big explosion. Fillings nearly fell out there. Alright, where are we at? Crew weapons, reduction in reload speed. Ablative armor is actually not bad for 300. It is repaired in the last 6 seconds plus 3 armor. That'll give us a bit of a sort of safety barrier, and it's not a module, so I will pick it up. I'm going to refresh that. Navigation training is all good. Gunnery training is reload speed and accuracy. Let's go for that one. And don't think one in the rest. That's fine. So next one is pirates. What a surprise! Then after that, more pirates. And then after that, giant owls. That would be an issue, probably. Engineers. Help the local navy seize a workshop. +1 law and order. And then after that would be cultists with a reward of 200. The pirates would be good, and it gives +1 law and order, but the engineers is easy, and it's +1 law and order as well. I don't want to go down for the wreckers, because it's double set of wreckers and then crabs. I think I'm going to go with the engineers. These are a little bit annoying, because they have these horrible darts that fire at that you've just seen there. But they also have pretty slow-moving vessels as well. We've actually not really seen much of the engineers in previous runs. I don't know why that is. I think it's just more of a case of, yeah, luck or whatever, just happenstance and randomness. We've got a couple of engineers coming in. Let's crash into those things, but that has activated our armor. Let's just stay away from those guys. They're sort of building up a little bit, these engineers, but not really too worried. I'm just going to stop there and let the repair rate increase as well as the speed. 15 seconds remaining, so that's fairly good. We'll just grab all of this. Good pickup. And just dodge away from those guys. I really don't want those stuck in the side of the hull if we can avoid it. There we go. So we have extra accuracy for precision engineering. Don't really need that. We've got triplanes. We're full of escort. Whoa, full of escorts anyway. Engineer. It's only 48, and it's increase in repair speed and reduction in weapon upgrade cost. I very much like another upgrade of some kind. What are the upgrades for the Alchemist? Alchemist of Fear. Explosions induce fear, increased explosion radius. Or High Explosive Alchemist. Explosions stun enemies, increase explosion radius. They're all pretty good, but I'm going to save up for the next one. So in the next wave 11, like I say, if we get to wave 10, then, you know, I think we can class that as not terrible. And looks like we've spawned right next to the... right next to these floating platforms, but we've managed to take them all out anyway, so that's all good. And I wonder if we're going to get a sort of little boss elite type thing here. Looks like that's fired away. We'll get rid of that. Our little skyboard's coming back. 33 seconds remaining. See if we can find any more of the floating platforms. We can outrange them anyway with the torpedoes, so I'm not too concerned. These guys spawn in the middle of nowhere as well. I don't know if you noticed that. They don't come from the edge. There's another one of those. Actually, no, there's not. There's not just one. There's 4. Right, okay. How we didn't get hit on that one, I have no idea. But there you go. Last few seconds remaining, so I think we'll just go over here and see if we can pick this up. No, that's all gone. Right, so we have in idle of oppression, minus 10% reload speed, enemy becomes stunned every 0.2 seconds. It's nothing else you really want. I think I'm just going to wait to increase armor while not moving, which is the Doctrine of Hold Your Ground. So we'll go next, and now we've got Giant Owls, which is... Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this one, although we'll see what happens. Yeah, there you go. Just hit once and already under half health. That's why I wasn't looking forward to this run. But we'll do what we can. I'm just going to try and utilise the gun, the torpedo, as best we can. And there we go, they're taken out. Double wreckage if the stuff is in here. Ooh, look at that. Ideally what we want is for the torpedo to fire when they're very, very close, but obviously not within the minimum range, because well, we wouldn't be able to fire, which is, I believe, 200 for this thing. And yeah, we do that because it means that then, you know, the shots actually hit, because I don't know if you saw there, the torpedo landed around here, and the owls weren't even anywhere near that at that point, because they are super, super quick. I don't know if they're the fastest thing in the game. Probably not. But, you know what? That wasn't as painful as it could have been. So, you know, we'll take that. 28 enemies destroyed. And we now have an option for guided aerial torpedo. Imagine getting rid of this. No, don't don't get rid of the Gatling gun. It's working fine. So, we can get the Gatling gun upgrade, or I can wait for faster reload on the aerial torpedo. Or we can go for maybe bigger guns on the skyboats and such. Suspendium shrapnel. Plus 30% explosion radius, but minus 50% explosion damage. That would actually just make it a massive boom, because it's gonna take off the bonus for the alchemist, isn't it? But give us a huge explosion radius. Explosion induces fear, increase explosion radius. I'm gonna lock that. But I'm not going to... I do want maybe we were so close to the auto-loading aerial torpedo. It would be rude of me not to try and go for that one. Next wave. Grey Dragons, very hard. Wrecker Mothership, hard. After that, it's Jellies. Wrecker Mothership again. I think I'm going to go with Wrecker Mothership, because it's again, +1 Law and Order, and we're sort of focusing on that one. And there, in fact, is the Wrecker Mothership, but we've been hit already, and yeah, that took us to half health. But it is dead. It is destroyed already. So although the game had no chill in the first, say, 10 seconds, we have managed to take out the Wrecker Mothership. Which is all right for the first little bit there. I'm going to stop. Just try and increase our repair rate. See, the repair rate is going up there on the top left, and our allies and escorts are doing their own thing. Let me just get some pick up here. Good torpedo hit there. So we'll probably stop there. We're at full health now, which is only 10, by the way. It's only 10 health, so not much at all. Let's see if I can get some loot here. Yeah, that's fine. So we have got some free rockets. We can't do anything with them. We can't fit them. But I will go with Aerial Torpedo Mark II, the auto-loading type. And I'm going to go with that Suspendium Shrapnel. And Doctrine, Hold Your Ground 2, when stopped, plus 40% reload speed and plus 2 armour. So if we've taken damage, we gain 3 armour. If we're stopped, it's 2 armour, 40% reload speed. All good. Fire safety training, reduction in reload speed, and 5 armour. We don't need any of that. So Wrecker Mothership or Legionnaire Jellies. After that, though, yeah, I just can't take on the treasure fleet. It's gonna have to be the jellies and then over to the engineers again. So we can take the jellies, but I don't think we can take the fleet on. That's just going to be a bit of a problem for us. So lots of ranged on these guys, but I have a feeling that if we just stop here, we're going to see that huge horde. Yeah, there it is, there at the top. So I'm just going to stop, and no, I'm not going to continue on. Wow, okay, them torpedoes have absolutely done the business on that, haven't they? Yeah, ranged is not really a thing for us. For taking on ranged things, should I say. I can feel them from the... Yeah, they're coming in the top there. But there's the torpedoes firing and firing and firing and firing and just going and going. Because it's what they do. It's obviously when we stop, it fires even faster. Look at all this pickup. Wow, okay. Do some donuts. It should be the last fight before the end of the wave. Oh no, maybe not. Right, torpedoes work. 4 health though, and yeah, could probably got a bit more pickup if I was a bit more careful on that one. Stealth, reduction in speed, but reduction in hit radius as well, so we'll go for that. Extra range and extra damage, but -1 armor for gunnery platforms. That's not terrible, but I think I'd rather wait for maybe something for the Gatling gun upgrade. Next wave 15, we've got foreign treasure fleet, which we just can't take on, so it's going to have to be engineers. And I just thought, I mean, this is probably the run that we've had the most reputation with law and order. Let me spin around here and take these guys out while they're still about. Oh, good grief, I regret that decision. Yep, that regret is... Yeah, regret is the word. That is defeat. A very quick defeat, and that shows you just how quick things can go south. Okay, that is the HMS Stort, the gunboat. Wave 15, I believe that was. Yeah, okay. Pretty happy with the run. Again, probably the first time for a long time that I've really run the gunboat. But I think everything is now pretty much been ran throughout the list. We're definitely going to do at least one more video, which is going to be based on the carry, because I want to try and get a bit more, maybe not a redemption, that'll probably be not really the right term, but I basically I want to try and get a better way through the carry run, because we didn't get very far. It was to do with that pickup when it came to slowing the whole making the patrol really close knit, and it meant we were outranged, whereas the 4 planes, 4 triplanes, well 8 technically because you got 2 modules, that was really good. They used to go off and do their own thing sometimes, but you still got a good combat patrol going, whereas anyway, I digress. So yeah, that's been a bit of the gunboat. Fairly fun. Extra reload speed is always good. Definitely going for a really fast firing aerial torpedo was fun. Just got jumped on towards the end there. Let me know what you think, not just for this run, but for others you'd like to see in the comments. And as always, we will go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.